If the earth is a woman, if the sea is a woman, if the moon is a woman, I know God is a woman. If a man needs a woman by his side, a superwoman. If we all love a woman, then shall we respect a woman's daughters, sisters, mothers, warriors. Farafina muso, farafina muso, farafina muso. You're stronger than you know. Since we came from a woman who gave it all for her children, if their souls are from heaven, then shall we protect our women? May we treat them right. May we see their fights. May we raise them high. We stand for a woman's daughters, sisters, mothers, warriors. Farafina muso, farafina muso, farafina muso. You're stronger than you know. Farafina muso, farafina muso, farafina muso. You're stronger than you know. Farafina muso, farafina muso, farafina muso. You're stronger than you know.
Welcome, dear friends and colleagues, to this very special day. This is a day of celebration, a day of honoring, and a day of gratitude. Deep gratitude to all the women who have participated in this year's Exceptional Women of Peace program. And we all know that when we honor one, we honor all women building peace around our globe. Your courage and strength inspire us. We wish to thank today Emma DeBias, our tech support. Emma was herself an exceptionally young woman of peace some years back. Thank you, Emma, for continuing your pathway to peace with us. I also wish to thank Haley Peterson, who the awardees here know very well. Haley has provided incredible support for the awardees and for our Exceptional Women of Peace program. You will be hearing more from our keynote speaker today, Ambassador Chowdhury. Ambassador Chowdhury has worked tirelessly for a lifetime at the UN and beyond to create policies and opportunities for women as leaders to be heard, to be present at the UN, and to provide leadership there at the UN and beyond. I'm also grateful to Kim Weichel, who is the project lead and who brought this project to me years ago. Kim, you are amazing. Pathways to Peace is a United Nations peace messenger organization in consultation with ECOSOC and the Department of Global Communications. So we celebrate every year this day, September 13th, for our Exceptional Women of Peace Award ceremony, as it is the anniversary of the UN Declaration and program of action on a culture of peace. In addition, today, we honor the 25th anniversary of UN Resolution 1325, which is the most meaningful resolution that lifts up the need for women as leaders to be included and be engaged as decision makers at the UN. Our beloved Ambassador Chowdhury has worked to bring about not only the culture of peace declaration and program of action, but also to advance Resolution 1325 as an advocate, a tireless advocate for global women and women in leadership at the UN. Thank you, Ambassador Chowdhury. And now we begin with what we always begin our events with, our Peace Wave. And the Pathways to Peace Peace Wave is intended to be a minute of silence, a moment of peace at 12 noon in every time zones around the world. And so we know it's 12 noon or close somewhere. And so let us begin with a moment of silence. In that moment of silence, let us lift up, hold, and support, as well as protect all women building peace around our globe, many in very difficult circumstances. So let's now have that moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you to all. This year, we are especially grateful for our amazing sponsor. And so I'm delighted to introduce Laura Brown of GEI Global Leaders, who is our sponsor for our 2025 Exceptional Women of Peace program. Laura is the founder of GEI Global Leaders, and she is a colleague and a friend. Laura, we're so grateful to GEI Global Leaders. You have the floor.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Tez, and everyone at Pathways to Peace for hosting this significant event. And welcome to all the award nominees and everyone else on this call. It's a great honor to be here today at the Exceptional Women of Peace Awards. This gathering is more than a celebration. It is a recognition of the extraordinary power that women bring to creating a world rooted in peace, justice, and compassion. Around the world, women are leading movements that heal division, foster reconciliation, and inspire collaboration. They do this not through force, but through presence, not through domination, but through dignity. These women embody the truth that peace is not only the absence of conflict, it is the active presence of understanding, respect, and love. Today, we honor women whose courage and vision remind us that peace is possible, even in the face of immense challenge. GEI Global Leaders is proud to sponsor this event. Our mission is to provide groundbreaking 21st century tools and resources to empower global leaders. This year is especially meaningful for us because this gathering here today coincides with the launch of our 2 new offerings designed to empower women on their journeys of leadership and transformation. As you can see in my Zoom background, Presence Women, Bite-Sized Wisdom for Women Global Leaders is a transformational card deck designed to elevate and inspire women in leadership roles worldwide. Presence Wonder, A Woman's Journey Through a Year of Transformation, is a companion self-coaching journal to guide women step by step in discovering new depths of empowerment and purpose. We're pleased to announce that the 4 winners of the Exceptional Women and Young Women of Peace Awards will all receive free copies of these new tools. So on behalf of GEI Global Leaders and Pathways to Peace, let us extend our deepest gratitude and admiration to all the honorees. May their example inspire us to carry the work of peace forward in our families, our communities, and in the wider world. Congratulations to the recipients of the Exceptional Women of Peace Awards. You are the light that shows us the way. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you. You have the floor.
Well, thank you, Tez. And I firstly just want to acknowledge Tez, who's been a remarkable leader of Pathways to Peace for so many years. Welcome, everybody. So I've worked with women in many countries, and I know that women are the ones working at the grassroots level to build peace in their communities. They're the ones running NGOs, working for justice, working to heal divides. And yet so often this work is unacknowledged, unpaid, and unrecognized. So we wanted to lift up and celebrate this important work that goes on day in and day out. We say, thank you. We see you. We care. We salute you. And by honoring all of the award winners today, by extension, we recognize the work that each of you and thousands of women do every day. There are 2 Exceptional Women of Peace Awards, one for a woman over 25 and one for a young woman 25 or younger. This year, we had so many remarkable candidates that we actually have 2 award winners in each category. Each receives $300 plus a beautiful sculpture of a peace flame. In addition, this year, we have 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards for outstanding work done over a lifetime, as well as 2 new awards, a Catalyst for Change Award and a Building Peace Through Art Award. We launched these awards 4 years ago on International Women's Day and have been absolutely thrilled with the quality and quantity of applications we've received from so many countries. So we're so excited to share the award winners with you today. Back to you, Tez.
Thank you. Thank you. So it is my absolute honor and delight to be able to introduce Ambassador Chowdhury. There's so much that could be said about Ambassador Chowdhury. His bio is long, and we hope to give you that in the chat. But let me talk just a little bit about him. Ambassador Chowdhury is the former permanent representative of Bangladesh to the UN. He's a lifelong diplomat and global peace champion. He is best known for spearheading the UN Declaration and Program of Action on a Culture of Peace and the UN Security Council Resolution 1325 on women, peace, and security. And as I said earlier, we celebrate that 25th anniversary of that resolution today. Today, in his continued leadership at the UN and as founder of the global movement for the culture of peace, Ambassador Chowdhury continues to inspire worldwide with his commitment to dialogue, inclusion, women, and justice. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ambassador Chowdhury. And I turn the floor to you.
Thank you. Tez, for that beautiful and generous introduction. And I'm very happy to join you. So, greetings to all of you from New York, the host city of the headquarters of the United Nations. Dear friends, dear colleagues in peace, I am truly delighted to join you for this year's exceptional Women of Peace Awards ceremony. Let me begin by extending my heartfelt greetings to Pathways to Peace, whose inspiring work for more than 4 decades has supported peace building locally and globally, across generations and cultures, always seeking to promote and advance the culture of peace. When we honor one woman of peace, we honor all women of peace. That is not only the guiding motto of these awards, but also a profound truth. The executive director of the Pathways to Peace, Tezekiah Gabriel, I should say, dynamic executive director of the Pathway to Peace, has reminded us, and I quote her, all, and she means, yes, all women, are needed to build this sustainable peace, to create the culture of peace in all our lives. End of quote. We also recall the 1995 Beijing World Conference on Women. And this is, by the way, the 30th anniversary of that landmark conference, which declared that, and I quote from there, the dynamic movement towards a culture of peace derives inspiration and hope from women's visions and actions. End of quote. It underscored that the full respect of women's human rights and their equal participation in all decision making are prerequisite to attaining the culture of peace. This gathering is special not only because we celebrate remarkable women peace builders, but also because of the date. 26 years ago today, on 13 September 1999, the United Nations General Assembly adopted by consensus the Declaration and Program of Action on a Culture of Peace, a UN milestone that I had the honor to chair through 9 months of intense negotiations. That action, I have always believed, to is the one of the UN's most enduring legacies. I wish you all a happy 26th anniversary. Today we bring that legacy alive by honoring women whose lives and contributions exemplify the very essence of the culture of peace. Their work takes place in war-torn regions, in communities weighed down by poverty and hunger, and in everyday struggles against injustice. Yet, by their presence and by their perseverance, they nurture hope and inspire peace. I have seen this spirit around the world, from the humblest villages to the halls of the United Nations. Women have time and again shown that they bring a new breadth, quality, and balance of vision to the efforts of moving away from the culture or cult of war towards the culture of peace. When women are at the table, whether negotiating peace agreements, building communities, or shaping policies, the longer term and broader interests of society always come forward. That is why I never tire of affirming women's equality makes our planet safe and secure. My own journey has been shaped by this conviction. On International Women's Day in the year 2000, while serving as President of the UN Security Council, I initiated the process that led to the adoption of the landmark Resolution 1325 on women and peace and security. For the first time in its history, the Security Council recognized that peace is inextricably linked with equality between women and men. Resolution 1325 has since opened long-awaited doors for women's leadership and participation in peace building everywhere. It even found its way into the Nobel Peace Prize citation of 2011 for three extraordinary women leaders. This rare distinction for any UN resolution till now remains unique. But we must also face the sobering truth. Much remains to be done. Around the globe, we are witnessing not only resistance, but also an organized rollback of the progress made on women's equality and empowerment. Even the United Nations, while being the greatest champion of women's rights, has yet to elect a woman as Secretary General in its 8 decades of existence. This glaring gap must not continue. Next year, the opportunity for that will knock on our door, and we must seize that as resolutely as possible. That is why gatherings like this award ceremony matter so deeply. They affirm that women's leadership is not an option, but a necessity for sustainable peace. They remind us that patriarchy and misogyny remain dual scourges holding humanity back from freedom, equality, and justice. And they renew our faith that by recognizing and empowering women, peace builders, we nurture the seeds of transformation in our societies. Let me emphasize again, the culture of peace is not a quick fix. It is a movement, not a revolution. It calls us to make peace and nonviolence part of our daily existence. How we speak, how we treat one another, how we make decisions. It is about inner transformation that connects to collective change. And women, in their unique vision and resilience, are central to carrying this movement forward. On a personal note, I must say that standing here with you today fills me with gratitude. This is the 4th year I have been blessed to deliver the keynote address at each of the exceptional Women of Peace award ceremonies. Each time I am moved not only by the awardees themselves, but also by the community of support gathered around them. Of course, Pathways to Peace families, colleagues, and friends. Together, we embody this simple yet profound truth. Peace cannot be imposed from outside. It must be realized from within, and it must include everyone. So let us draw inspiration from the extraordinary women we celebrate today. Let us recommit ourselves to ensuring that women are at equal levels in all decision makings that shape our world and their lives. Let us resist the forces of regression and affirm that feminism, far from being a slogan, is a smart policy. It uses the potential of all humanity and leaves no one behind. On today, let us recommit ourselves to recognize women as equal actors in all spheres, to resist efforts to roll back progress, and to affirm together that without women, neither peace nor development is conceivable. Again, congratulations to this year's exceptional Women of Peace. May your courage, vision, and compassion inspire countless others to carry forward the culture of peace for the good of humanity, for the sustainability of our planet, and for the hope of generations to come. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Chowdhury, for sharing your wisdom and for your lifetime of work building peace. So we've put together a diverse leadership and selection team. We thank them for saying yes and for the time to carefully review all applications and discuss with Tez and me which nominations stood out. It was a very hard choice as we had many very qualified candidates. I've asked each one to speak for a few minutes about what this process has meant to them. First is Natasha Singh Ali from South Africa, who is an attorney, management consultant, and council member, and African representative for Pathways to Peace. Natasha?
Thank you, everyone. Welcome. Thank you, Tez, as well as Kim and everyone present. Ambassador Chowdhury, all protocols observed. Welcome in peace. I'm Natasha Singh Ali, and I'm sitting in Johannesburg, South Africa. And this process every year takes me back to the words and the heart of Nelson Mandela. Building bridges and easing tensions are fundamental to bringing peace. This is a reminder from Nelson Mandela's biography. The Women of Peace here remind me peace is born when we open ourselves to others, listening deeply, receiving different perspectives, setting aside judgment, and moving beyond our self-righteousness. Our applicants have invested their time and hearts to serve a cause greater than themselves. They remind us peace work is not abstract, it is lived. They advocate for youth, gender equality, the rights of women, and the inclusion of all voices. They create platforms where people can be seen and heard, where differences can be discussed, common ground discovered, and human dignity recognized. For them, the reach of their work extends beyond the local communities and resonates at a state, a national, and global level. These exceptional women of peace are honored here today because they've offered the passion and wisdom to laying foundations of peace for all of us to observe. They are shining beacons, bringing change, often at great personal risk. With vigor and courage, They step into society, always in collaboration with other field workers. The exceptional women of peace uplift the marginalized. They comfort the wounded. Their work shows they stand with the forgotten, and they are training a rising generation. These candidates pursue peace through policy change, through political participation, through art and literature, science, motivational learning, and always steadfast leadership. Our honorees have shown that peace is built person by person, life by life. They continue to show up for the displaced, the underrepresented, and the threatened. Every life saved, every voice uplifted, every hand extended through their work is a victory for peace, and we thank them. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Natasha. Second is Dr. Genevieve Balans-Kupang from the Philippines, who is Dean at the Graduate School of Baguio Central University and Peace Education Coordinator. She also chairs the special interest groups of the World Council for Curriculum and Instruction. Jenny?
Distinguished honorees and fellow peace builders, I speak with profound gratitude as a member of the selection committee or the leadership team. 4 years ago, we began this journey. It's exciting, believing that recognizing exceptional women who dedicate their lives to peace was necessity. Today, that belief has transformed into living proof. We have witnessed women from 6 continents turn their pains into purpose, their struggles into strength, and their dreams into movements that touch millions. This year's selection process reminds us why this work matters. From various nominations spanning war zones to boardrooms, from refugee camps to university halls, we saw women who refused to accept that violence in war is inevitable, that injustice is permanent, or that their voices don't matter. To our esteemed honorees, you represent hope that together we can change the world. Whether you have mediated between warring communities, fought for girls' education under threat, or built bridges across seemingly impossible divides, you embody courage that inspires and wisdom that guides. You have proven that peace is not a passive hope, it's active choice. Every day, you chose dialogue over division, understanding over judgment, collaboration over competition. I am Dr. Genevieve Balansi-Kupang from the Philippines, who believes that peace is the presence of harmony that emanates from our divine source, harmony that radiates outward to heal our communities and our world. Let us continue to inspire, build together, one courageous act at a time. May peace prevail on earth. Pray for us here in the Philippines. There is an ongoing uprising, even among our young people. Together, let us spread peace that
Thank you, Jenny. Next,
mabuhay po tayong lahat.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Jenny. Next is Asha Asalan from India, who is a consultant in the fields of women, peace and security, and human rights. I don't think she is here. She wasn't sure if she could make it. If not, she shared some words. Tez or Emma or Haley, is Asha here?
No, she is not.
Not. Okay. So she asked me to share these words. My deep respect, gratitude, and admiration for all the applicants, finalists, and recipients for their contributions. At a time when the world is experiencing more conflict and human suffering than ever, our Peace Award winners remind us of the importance of choosing kindness, over animosity, unity over division, and peace over conflict. Through their remarkable work, all the exceptional women inspire others to join forces to build a better, just, sustainable, and more peaceful world. Congratulations to all the winners. Our fourth leadership team member is Hanan Malkawi from Jordan, who is professor in the Department of Biological Sciences at Yarmouk University. Hanan is known for her devoted efforts in mentoring and inspiring young scientists and entrepreneurs to pursue their studies and build a career. Welcome, Hanan.
Yeah, thank you, Tess, and thank you, Cam. And I really would like to thank Ambassador Chowdhury for the very inspiring speech. Distinguished guests, dear colleagues and friends, it's an honor to stand before you today as a member of the leadership, or what they call selection committee, of the Exceptional Woman of Peace Award. Today we gather not only to celebrate awards, indeed, but to celebrate the human spirit, resilient, courageous, and endlessly creative in its pursuit of peace. This year's honorees remind us that peace is not an abstract, as my friend Natasha said. It's lived every day by women who rise above conflict and displacement, by those who transform hardship into hope, and by those who carry the seeds of peace wherever life takes them. They remind us that peace can be nurtured in the steadfast work of staying rooted, or in the brave journey of beginning again in a new land. We are inspired by young women who show us that leadership has no age, that commitment does not fade with years, but deepens with time. We honor the quiet but powerful language of art, where children's hands and imaginations build bridges that words alone cannot. And we stand in awe of the courage of a young mother who, in the midst of pain and uncertainty, becomes a beacon of hope for her people and for us all. Each of these women is a living testament that peace is not passive. It's a choice, a calling, and sacrifice. They remind us that even in the darkest of hours, light can spread from one heart to many. May we all allow their stories to guide us and to renew our own commitment to building a more just, compassionate, and peaceful world. Thank you all. Thank you. Kim?
It's back to Tez.
Tez, you are muted.
Happens at least once in every event. So how can we not be inspired? The leadership team themselves, as you can hear, are exceptional women of peace. But here now are the moments we've been waiting for. And so we are going to move into now our awards ceremony. And so first I want to show you the award that all of our awardees are getting. It is the Blue Flame of Peace. And these awards for our exceptional women of peace, exceptional young women of peace, are on the way to you. And so it will have your name, the award you have been presented, along with your $300 that we hope you will spend in any way that works for you. I'd also like to lift up our 3 women of distinction in 2025. They are Cheryl Melody Baskin, they are Nancy Merritt, and Maria to her. These women were finalists and made our selection even more challenging. So thank you to our women of distinction. So as we move forward with the awards, we need to remember that the awardees represent so much more than just women who are building peace, which would be enough. But this year in particular, the leadership team was challenged with the need to provide 2 awards for the exceptional women of peace. The reason for that is that both of these women have done their work in Palestine. And we felt it was really important to shed a light on the work of women in that region of our world that so needs our light. And the courage and inspiration of these women, we had to make both of them exceptional women of peace. So I'm going to begin to introduce Reem. And Reem is here with Hanan, who is going to interpret for her. So Reem Ahajara is a proud Palestinian mother of 3 from Dheisheh refugee camp in Bethlehem, Palestine. She is the co-founder and director of Women of the Sun. She has been recognized by Time magazine as one of the world's most influential women. She champions the inclusion of Palestinian women in peace building and leads initiatives on gender equality and community resilience. Her leadership shines as a testament to the strength and hope emerging from Palestine and that part of our world. And Reem again Hanan is going to be interpreting for Reem. So Reem, thank you for being here and for your work.
السيدات والسادة الكرام، شكرا. بشرفني اليوم أني أقف أمامكم بهذا التكريم. حنان جاهزة للترجمة؟ أحكي جملة ولا كيف؟
Yes. يعني تقدري يعني phrase. Okay. I will start just by Reem is saying, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor that she is been awarded and she will be talking to you regarding this issue. تفضلي ريم.
هذا التكريم الكبير، جائزة المرأة الاستثنائية من أجل السلام، هذه جائزة ما بعتبرها تكريم شخصي إلي، هو تكريم لكل النساء الفلسطينيات. كانت امرأة، فتاة تؤمن أن مستقبلنا لا يبنى إلا على الحرية والعدل والسلام.
Okay. Reem is saying that this awarding her in this occasion is not just for her, it's for all the Palestinian women who stands for peace and for nurturing their kids. تفضلي.
أنا ربيت في بيئة جدا صعبة معقدة من الناحية السياسية، وهو المخيم اللي تأسس في سنة 48 بعد النكبة.
خليني أترجم. I'm talking on behalf of Reem. I was born in a very harsh environment in a refugee camp during what is called a Nakba for the Palestinians. Go on, Reem, تفضلي.
لكني ما تعلمت في لغة إنه لازم أرد العنف بالعنف. أنا بآمن إنه لازم إنه يكون في لغة أخرى نتحدث فيها.
I really learned that even I lived in this very hard and war situation, but I should not use the language of, responding war by war. Instead, I should learn other language, which is the peace. تفضلي.
بدل ما نضلنا نكرر دوامة العنف، بإمكاننا أن نفتح مسارات للحوار والإنسانية.
We should really, instead of using or depending on violence, we should open a way of negotiation and humanity. تفضلي.
تطرقنا من خلال عملي كأخصائية اجتماعية أنه دور المرأة جزء مهم لا يتجزأ من بناء المجتمعات.
From my own work as a social expert, I learned that the most important key elements in this equation are women that should really work for sustainable society.
أن المرأة هي الشخص الوحيد اللي بتقدر تبني الأسرة ضمن معايير الإنسانية.
Woman is the only person that could really build a family and a society with humanity parameters.
عشان هيك صنعنا منصة نساء الشمس اللي كانت بترعى تلك النساء من الناحية السياسية والاقتصادية.
We established the Women of Sun to really empower women economically and politically. تفضل.
جزء من تدريباتنا اللي بنحتفل فيه في هذه الأثناء في قرار 1325 هو جزء مهم من أو هو أحد أهم تدريباتنا اللي بنطبقها اليوم في المنظمة.
And we always celebrate the 25th of this month our training workshops that really are geared toward this motto, which is building peace and avoiding violence. تفضلي.
لأنه بنآمن إنه صوت النسوي مهم جدا على طاولة المفاوضات من أجل تحقيق السلام.
We believe strongly that gender issue and gender voice is very important in the peace negotiation or table of peace negotiation worldwide.
بنآمن إنه في قلب كل امرأة بطبيعتها بتحمل رسالة الحياة، الاستقلالية، تزرع الأمل في أصعب الظروف.
In the heart of each woman, she really carries a message for peace, a message that should be really geared toward peace building, even in the hardest or most difficult situations. تفضلي.
احنا بطبيعتنا كنساء نرفض ان نضلنا ضحايا للصراع، بل نحن قادة وصانعات قرار ومربيات أجيال.
We as women, we refuse to be like, we really are not to be for the violence. As a woman, it's our nature that we should be peace builders and not supporting violence or war by any way. تفضلي.
آمن إنه الطريق للسلام مش سهل نهائي وإنه مليء بالتحديات، ولكن بأصواتنا وكل صوت معنا رح نصل لحل.
We believe as women also that the world and the way to go to peace is not really an easy way. It is filled with difficulties and with challenges, but we pursue toward peace building. تفضلي.
عملي اليوم رغم كل الصعوبات اللي بنعاني منها من في هاي الحرب وفي هاي الأوقات الصعبة جدا، إلا أننا مستمرين في تسليط الضوء على النور اللي في داخلنا، إن كان في الضفة أو في قطاع غزة.
Even we are really living currently a very, very difficult situation, which is war, everybody knows. But we insist that we should continue, despite all this, that we should continue to raise our voice, raise our efforts toward peace building. تفضلي.
وأنا اليوم كثير سعيدة إني بقف جنب كثير من النساء الاستثنائيات.
I am really happy today to stand with all these exceptional women in this occasion. تفضلي.
لأنه إحنا النساء بنثبت إنه القيادة مش حكر على حدا، وإن الشجاعة الحقيقية هي في مواجهة الكراهية بالمحبة.
Because we believe that leadership for women is not to hate each other or to be violent, but to really love each other and to support each other. تفضلي.
وأن السلام يبدأ بابتسامة.
And peace is really starts with a smile.
وأنا كثير مبسوطة على هذا التكريم وشكرا للجميع.
I'm really so happy for this award and for this awardees, and I thank really everybody. Thank you.
Well, congratulations very much, Reem. We really, really appreciate your speaking and certainly honor all that you've done. So our second Exceptional Women of Peace honoree is Mahadia Dalal. Mahadia, an educator and artist from Gaza, Palestine, has dedicated over a decade to peace building through education and art. She transformed classrooms in refugee camps into sanctuaries of hope, helping children process trauma and nurture resilience even under siege. Her work continues globally, supporting Palestinian refugee children and fostering intercultural dialogue to amplify Palestinian voices and build bridges for peace. Congratulations, Mahadia.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and mercy be upon you all today. I am Mahdiya Abu Dalal. I am a Palestinian Filipina refugee educator, artist, and peace advocate. I am deeply honored to receive the Exceptional Women of Peace Award from Pathway to Peace. And I have to express my profound gratitude to the selection committee and to the organizers, especially Ms. Genevieve Kupang, who believed in my journey and nominated me for this prestigious award. I accept this award as a woman from Gaza, a place where the word peace feels like a distant dream, yet women continue to embody strength, resilience, and hope in the face of unimaginable hardship and violence. Today, I stand here wearing my Palestinian kufiya, which is packed with symbolism of peace, as you know, the olive leaf, which is a symbol of peace. And also the isdal. This isdal is not actually the Palestinian traditional dress, but it is what women in Gaza have to wear while being displaced, famine, and exposed to grief for losing their loved ones. This recognition is not just about me, it's about the countless women, men, and children who continue to strive for peace in the face of conflict, displacement, and injustice. It is about educators, artists, humanitarians, and everyday heroes who plant seeds of compassion in the most difficult circumstances. It's for the women of Gaza and Palestine who hold their families together amidst loss, for the mothers who find ways to nurture joy despite the sounds of bombs, and for the young girls who dare to dream of a safer tomorrow. It is for women everywhere, in refugee camps, in classrooms, in conflict zones and boardrooms, who are building peace in ways both seen and unseen. We may come from different lands, but our courage, compassion, and commitment unites us, and our hearts beat with the same vision. As someone who has witnessed and lived through the realities of war and displacement, my commitment to peace is deeply personal. Even after my house was leveled to the ground and my husband was pulled from the rubbles, even through the sleepless nights of bombardment, and even when my school, where I taught children in refugee camps for more than 11 years, was completely destroyed, and most of my students, colleagues, and friends were killed. Even when I felt hopeless for a few days as my children suffered from starvation, and I had to portion food and water to survive. And even today, as I start my life from scratch here in the Philippines, I still hold on to peace. For peace means dignity and freedom to live without fear. I want people to know that peace work isn't always loud. Sometimes it looks like helping refugee children and young adults to pursue their education after losing everything. Same like I did here in the Philippines with the children and young adults who were repatriated with me from Gaza after losing their home and their future. Sometimes it looks like sitting with a grieving mother, translating her stories into paintings. And sometimes it's refusing to hate, even when hate is justified and you have all the reasons to do so. I am not extraordinary. I am a woman who chose to stand up with the pieces she was given and build bridges with them. My work is rooted in love for my people, for humanity, and for the belief that peace is always possible, even when it feels impossible. And this award is not the finish line of my work for peace, but it remarks a continuous pursuit of peace with the help of this lovely community. I accept this award again on behalf of those whose voices are often silenced, yet whose resilience inspires hope in all of us. My journalist friends who were killed, and my friends who are still working on the fields teaching and telling the story, to my fellow artists who are being targeted now in Gaza for portraying in the struggle, and to the over 1,000 unupdated Facebook accounts in my friends list, whose owners were killed in the genocide, and the number is increasing as we speak now. May this moment reminds us that even small acts of kindness and courage can ripple across communities and generations. Thank you, Pathway to Peace, for amplifying this mission and for standing with those who work to build bridges rather than walls. Together, we can shape a world where peace is not just a privilege, but a right to all human beings. Together, we keep going. Together, we keep hoping. Thank you. Shukran. Maraming salamat po.
Oh my goodness, Mahanya. I hope you can feel the love that's coming your way from this audience. Thank you for your work, who you are, for your determination and strength. You are exceptional. You are an exceptional woman of peace. Thank you. And now I would like to bring up our first exceptional young woman of peace awardee, Kekishan Basu. And so, Kekishan, we are so delighted that you're here. And Kekishan is based in Canada, is an award-winning peace and sustainability leader who founded Green Hope Foundation at the age of 12 years old. Her organization has empowered over 500,000 women and girls in 28 countries, tackling issues from child marriage to clean water and renewable energy. Honored with Canada's Meritorious Service Medal, the International Children's Peace Prize, and Forbes 30 Under 30, She now serves on global boards and as a UN human rights champion. We've known about Kekishan's work for a very long time. And that work proves that women and girls are not just beneficiaries, but leaders in building a more peaceful and sustainable world. Kekishan?
Thank you so much. I am so honored and humbled to receive the Exceptional Young Woman of Peace Award. And I am so honored and humbled as well to be amongst women and girls who have continued to work to create a more peaceful world for all, despite all of the myriad challenges that we all continue to face. And that is something that I have dedicated my life towards addressing those challenges so that we can have that peaceful society for all, with the thousands of women and girls whose voices, dreams, and potential I've had the privilege to amplify with my team at Green Hope Foundation. And this award is for the communities where peace, dignity, and equality still feel out of reach, but as a result of the collective actions for peace are now within our grasp. And for me personally, this day, 13th September, is also very special because it is my mother's birthday. And as a political scientist and a change maker, for me, she has been the exceptional woman of peace in my life because I grew up seeing her as someone who always stands up for what is right, no matter what people say to her, no matter that she's the only person in the room pushing back against inequality. She made sure and continues to this day to make sure that the side of what is right is heard, because she knows that standing up for what is right challenges injustice and encourages a culture of respect and peace where people are empowered to act with integrity, and how it helps dismantle cycles of fear and silence, creating space for honest conversations and actions that pave the way for lasting peace. And so I grew up admiring my mother's steadfast commitment to always doing what is right. And I knew that that is what I wanted to emulate and what I wanted to be. And it's something I still try my best to emulate and what has shaped me to date. I am at my core a peace builder, a feminist, an environmentalist, an educator, a change maker. And as a grassroots change maker, it has been evident to me that peace is not just this ideal, but it is a tangible, achievable reality for all. And I've witnessed how small actions, when combined, create ripples that move the world towards justice and towards justice and equality. And I've spent literally my whole life working at the intersection of human rights, gender equality, climate justice, and peace. I was born on 5th June, World Environment Day, so I thought that my life's mission was to be a protector of our planet and all its denizens. But as I grew up, I realized that I would actually have to take actions to make that a reality. So from planting my first tree at the age of 8 to founding Green Hope Foundation at the age of 12, I have seen firsthand how addressing the root causes of inequality, be it lack of access to education, clean water, food insecurity, or even lack of access to energy, addressing these, how it lays the foundation for peaceful societies. And through the 5 pillars of peace that guide our work, education, water and sanitation, energy, food, and equity, I've worked with countless young people, particularly women and girls, to create solutions that are not only sustainable, but transformative. So this award recognizes not just my work, but the collective work of all those who have stood with me, my incredible team at Green Hope Foundation, the communities I've had the honor to serve, and every young person, woman, and girl that I've worked with. And the recognition, I believe, fuels my belief that change is not only possible, it is inevitable if we continue to work together with passion, with persistence, and a heart full of compassion. And we've seen how peace is not just the absence of conflict, it's the presence of justice, equality, and opportunity for all. For me, it is seeing a girl gain access to clean energy powered education at our solar, STEM, and STEAM labs and break the cycle of poverty. It's seeing a woman stitching sanitary napkins for herself and her community at our Green Hope Foundation Academy of Hope, reclaiming her health, dignity, and rights. It's seeing girls feeling safe going to school because of the solar streetlights that we've installed in climate disaster zones to light the way forward. It's about entire communities feeling a sense of peace due to finally having access to clean drinking water as a result of the solar water farms that we have built. And it's seeing young leaders who've emerged from our peace academies through our We Want Books, Not Nukes program, leading their communities towards sustainable solutions, towards a future where no one is left behind. So I accept this honor today with a profound sense of responsibility because I know that together we can and will continue to build a world of peace where justice and dignity are not privileges, but the birthright of every single person everywhere. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you, Kekashan. That was amazing, and congratulations. So our second exceptional young woman of peace is Laiba Zubair. Laiba, based in New Zealand.
Excuse me, Kim, I just want to say that Laiba isn't with us, and I know there can be technology issues, but go ahead with her introduction.
Okay.
Tell us a little more about Laiba. Yes.
So she's based in New Zealand, and she's a dedicated advocate and community organizer specializing in gender justice, sexual violence prevention, and legal reform. She led a national campaign for consent law reform that gathered over 12,000 signatures and influenced a Justice Select Committee recommendation, while also contributing to global discussions as a delegate to the 69th UN Commission on the Status of Women. Through her work with organizations like Help Auckland and Thursdays in Black, she continues to support survivors, challenge systemic injustices, and create spaces that empower marginalized communities. So I'm so sorry she can't be with us today, but we send hearty congratulations to Laiba.
Beautiful. Thank you. And it's my honor to introduce Alexandra Domagalo Jacqueline. And this is a brand new award for our Exceptional Women of Peace, which we've named the Catalyst for Change Award. The team was so impressed with Alexandra. She is 28, and so she missed the deadline of 25 for our Young Woman of Peace. But at 28, she has so much experience, so much knowledge and wisdom from her work in Ukraine that we, knowing that she has many years yet to do her work, have awarded Alexandra the Catalyst for Change Award. So Alexandra is originally from the Ukraine and is now based in Belgium. She is a peace builder dedicated to supporting displaced communities and amplifying the voices of Ukrainian women in post-war reconstruction. As vice president of the Association of Ukrainian Women in Belgium and a leader at the European Women's Lobby, she has advanced refugee support, cultural preservation, and gender-sensitive peace policies. From founding the first Ukrainian library in Brussels to speaking at the European Parliament, she continues to champion justice, solidarity, and the leadership of Ukrainian women in building peace. Alexandra, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much for naming me a 2025 Catalyst for Peace. I'm grateful to the jury, to the other honorees, and to everyone who keeps Ukraine in their hearts. This moment is really bittersweet for me because if it wasn't for the war in my country, if it wasn't for losing my friends, my relatives, and my classmates and fellow citizens, I wouldn't be here today. But when I look back at these years, I would have wanted to know that when my country was at war, I stood up for it. I fought for peace wherever I could. I believe we are truly human when we defend someone weaker, when we fight for what we believe in, and when we decide that peace is worth the struggle. And I simply didn't want to be eaten alive by all the what ifs. The day I received the first message from my parents saying that the full-scale invasion had begun, I made a decision. I would fight for them. So no other child, parent, sibling, or friend would have to wake up to a call like that. My grandfather, whom I love dearly, told his favorite story about me until the very last day of his life. I spent most of my summers with him until I moved from Ukraine at the age of 16. He had a horse in the carriage, cooked the most delicious garlic bread, and every evening would go collect hay. On the way back, I would usually fall asleep in his jacket in the carriage. One summer when I was 3, I woke to a stranger shouting at my grandfather for moving too slowly. Without thinking, I climbed up and shouted back with all the courage the 3-year-old can muster that no one could speak to my grandfather like that. I was small, sleepy, with curls of blonde hair and huge blue eyes. People laughed at the sight, but my grandfather would repeat that story until the day he died, always telling me, "Remember how beautiful you are when you fearlessly fight for someone you love." The word taught me something else. Someone you love might die. I will never see my grandfather again. I cannot visit his grave. It hurts deeply and it's unfair, and still will not stop fighting for peace. This is what it means to be human to me, to fight for someone you love, for something you love, even if that something is your country, even if that something is peace itself. I believe there is no peace without justice. Ukrainian women from Brussels to Bucha are on the front lines, soldiers, carers, healers, leaders. As Ukrainian asked the international community to recognize, support, and protect Ukrainian women and girls, and to hold perpetrators accountable for war crimes, including sexual violence and forced deportation. I also ask that women to be included in every peace negotiation. No lasting peace is possible when half of the population is left out. I wouldn't be here without my grandfather who taught me about love and courage, without my husband who does everything humanly possible so I can help others, without my daughter whose birth changed my life and who is my reason to fight for a better world, without my parents who gave me life this beautiful and messy, without every woman of the Association of Ukrainian Women in Belgium who shows me daily what solidarity means, and without my colleagues at the European Commission's Directorate for Civil Protection and Humanitarian Aid, who remind me that whenever the world seems dark and grim, there is always a story of who we help someone to find light. The war will not truly end with the treaty. It will end when peace lives inside of the survivors. That is our responsibility. So tonight, I ask for 4 simple things. Keep Ukraine visible, tell the stories, correct the lies, invest in healing, support survivors of every age and gender, insist on justice, because without it, peace will not last. Release all the war prisoners, including my friend Andrei Shovkun, the sweetest boy I know, who used to bring me home every evening to make sure nothing bad happened to me. I accept this award with a great honor for all those we lost and for those still standing. May we be brave enough to love and be brave enough to fight for peace. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Alexandra. That was so beautiful. Thank you and congratulations. And we so admire all that you've done.
Thank you so much.
So this year, we're giving an award for building peace through art that goes to Fran Tarr. Fran, based in the United States, is a peace builder and founder of Breaking Walls, a global nonprofit that unites youth from 13 communities worldwide, from Brooklyn to Bethlehem and Cape Town to Berlin, through storytelling, performance, and cross-cultural dialogue. She has empowered over 5,000 young people, many facing poverty, displacement, or discrimination, to transform personal struggles into collective action for peace. By blending art, social justice, and global solidarity, she guides a new generation in using creativity as a force for justice and resilience. Congratulations, Fran.
Wherever we're connecting from, good morning, or good afternoon, or even possibly good evening. Pathways to Peace Thank you for honoring me with the Building Peace Through Art Award. Congratulations to all the honorees. I extend deep gratitude for your profound and purposeful peace work. I'm Fran Tarr. I'm an artist, I'm a poet, I'm an arts educator, and I'm the executive director and founder of Breaking Walls. Our vision ignites the growth of art and peace-building skills among diverse groups of young people across the world. Young artists ages 11 to 30 create authentic, truth-telling, literary, visual, and vocal art. In addition, they create instrumental music, dance, and devise theater performances. To activate this vision among young people, we stand firmly on 3 pillars of peace: connect, create, change. Pillar 1, connect. Our young artists share their diverse cultural, religious, and socioeconomic backgrounds by letting down their walls. Openly communicating, interacting, and actively listening to one another without bias. Effectively building a bridge between their individual experiences and stories. Pillar 2, create. By taking those stories and creating art together, Breaking Walls artists learn about themselves and their global peers, helping them see that they are part of a larger, more powerful world. Their ability to creatively connect across borders, their resilience, and their shared and courageous trust in a brighter future inspires each other as well as the global community. The process of speaking their truth as a one-for-all, all-for-one ensemble, getting ready to perform, rehearsals, pre-stage jitters, right up to that most exhilarating moment when the audience ignites with teary eyes and thunderous applause. It's eye-opening, it's empowering, and it builds lifelong friendships and support. Pillar 3, change. While the ensemble performance showcases diverse voices and cultures coming together, the process of building that creative and fair community is the most vital pillar of Breaking Walls and all of the young people who experience the program. Our borderless communication, collaboration, and transformative creativity, combined with the chit-chat over lunch or going through a museum, is a replicable model for the world to define peace the way we do, the way all of our young people do. Peace is mutual openness and respect. Pathways to peace. You trusting me to be a vessel for ongoing peace creation is humbling and inspiring. Humbling to stand shoulder to shoulder with women who own their value and empower others with it empowers me. Sitting in Manhattan on the edge of my bed to own that Breaking Walls and building art, building peace through art is a mighty force for change, for joy. It is inspiring for me, and I'm sure everyone, to hear your voices, women of peace, your passion, your vision, your trust in the future. It ripples over angry voices, drones, barren cityscapes, flimsy tents, and halls of power. You calm the moment. You brighten the horizon. You shape a path forward to a culture of peace today and for many days in the future. Breaking walls. And you enable each of us, no matter where we are on this screen today, to stand taller and to feel more secure in our passion and our vision and our every step forward to ensure that equity, truth-telling, and acceptance become the lay of the land. Thank you again, Pathways to Peace, Ambassador Chowdhury and the Culture of Peace. Thank you for your vision. Bless you, and bless you all. Inshallah to peace.
Thank you, Fran. And it's my honor and pleasure to introduce our first Lifetime Achievement Awardee. And yes, we chose 2 Lifetime Achievement Awardees this year. Both so very worthy and both very exceptional and different in their work for peace. So this first awardee is Elaine Stevens Park. And Elaine has spent over 30 years building peace through her program and model 12 Habits for All of Us, which has reached more than 200 schools and communities worldwide, from Pennsylvania to Rwanda and the Caribbean. Her evidence-based model has reduced bullying and violence while empowering youth and strengthening community connection. Today, she continues this mission in Appalachia and through global Peace in Action circles, showing that peace is built one habit at a time through everyday acts of kindness and care. Elaine, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Tez. And thank you, everyone, for this much appreciated honor. We are in a chaotic world. Ukraine, the Gaza, a world where time is of the essence as we work toward global peace. While peace represents our shared hopes and vision, resolving conflicts is the essential action that will bridge the divide and make peace possible. So to that end, I am proposing to reignite a 30-year university-proven program of scale, which Tess alluded to, that was deemed a social intervention by the London Institute, and that brings me to this honored moment with you. This 12 Peace Habits initiative was also launched in post-genocide Rwanda, where I taught peace curriculum under the sponsorship of Rotary International. My local sponsor lost 100 family members, mostly died by machete. And I'm saying to you in Ukraine and you in Gaza and Palestine, hopefully we will be saying post-genocide to you at someday. We know we often blame the media for our divisive trends, forgetting that the media is merely the messenger. In fact, the media is a powerful tool for human transformation, as evidenced by the global awareness of everyday products that we all know. The real threat to peace is not the media itself, but the harmful messages that distract and weaken us, allowing a few to hold power at the expense of the many. In Rwanda, they called the enemy cockroaches, and that's what triggered the Rwandan genocide. That was media. So when we separate the power of media from the content it carries, we realize that media can and has served as a powerful force, motivating positive shifts in human behaviors for the greater good, peace. For instance, in America, with systematic public service campaigns, we have improved seatbelt use and discouraged drinking and driving. So back in 2000, as you've heard, with a master's degree in media and communication, I launched a similar positive campaign that highlighted 12 different peace, and here they are over here, values, each one linked to a month of the year for a full 30-day focus. CBS KDKA TV in Pennsylvania aired 30-second media spots, one each month, 3 to 5 times a day, that were coordinated with peace curriculum in schools and communities. This campaign reached millions and was proven to foster a sense of connection, mutual respect, and caring among the public. If there is a synonym, the survey response, my all-time favorite, one survey response, said, "I am now nice to the people I used to be mean to." Think of that. If there was a synonym for world peace, that sentence would be it. So today I'm proposing that we revive this peace program of scale with a focused mass media campaign beginning in March 2026 and designating March as International Resolve Conflicts Month. We can test it in a big city or a small country, partner with creative media agencies, use multiple media outlets, and include a solid research plan to measure our impact. This campaign could be entitled, "Let's March into Peace, Resolve Conflicts Now." We could inspire everyone to be change makers for peace in their own lives. Its messages would focus on resolving conflicts in families and communities, within countries, and even, hopefully, between countries. What I am proposing and seeking help with is the first unified international public service messaging campaign ever in history, focused on our shared hope for peace by encouraging conflict resolution in every area of human life. I thank you all. As you know, together we haven't turned the tide on these challenges to world peace that very much at this point. That's why a program of scale using media to motivate resolving conflicts is the fastest way to shift us toward peace. And most importantly, when we improve the culture of peace, it will uplift and energize all the wonderful peace projects that we've heard about today, being carried out with so much love and dedication all over the world, and particularly among my fellow awardees here today. I thank you all, and please bring all the blessings of peace and bless this beautiful planet that embraces all of us. Thank you again for this honor.
Thank you, Elaine, and congratulations again. So the second Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Kamal Gupta. Kamal, a poet, writer, and peace builder based in New Delhi and Haryana, India, uses literature and advocacy to foster healing, dialogue, and cultural understanding. As the founder of Papai Reconnect, she creates spaces where creativity and well-being intersect, empowering individuals through self-expression. Her leadership, spanning local councils in Haryana to global initiatives like Tap N2U Peace Movement, shows how art can be a powerful bridge for empathy, unity, and peace. Congratulations, Kamal.
Thank you so much, Kim, for that beautiful introduction. Honored members of Pathways to Peace, esteemed colleagues, and dear friends. What a blessing it is to be gathered here today in this shared spirit of peace and possibility. To be among people who believe in compassion, dialogue, and community itself is a reminder that peace begins not in grand gestures, but in moments like these, when we come together with open hearts and shared purpose. I stand before you with deep gratitude to Pathways to Peace for honoring me with this recognition, to be the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award from an organization that for over 4 decades has worked tirelessly to make peace a lived reality is both humbling and inspiring. My name is Komal Gupta. I am from the state of Haryana in India. I'm here not only as a writer, poet, cultural leader, and social entrepreneur, but as someone who has always believed in the power of words, art, and community. They are powerful instruments of peace through literature, storytelling, and women in power initiatives in arts and culture. I have sought to create spaces of empathy, to empower women, to build communities of support, and to remind us of our shared humanity. There is a quiet beauty in people gathering with a common spark, drawn by one mission, one story, one hope. In those moments, you see them lift each other, strive together, and gracefully step aside so others may shine. The whole is greater than its parts. This, to me, is the essence of community and the way peace is built, gently, steadily, and with a touch of magic. For me, peace is the presence of compassion, of listening, of equity, of creativity, and above all, of curiosity and the will to learn from one another. True peace requires that we stay open to new possibilities, perspectives, to voices different from our own, and to the wisdom that comes from dialogue. At the heart of my vision is the empowerment of women who are the very core of society, whether it is through financial literacy, mental health awareness, art, or cultural initiatives. Empowering women strengthens community, builds resilience, and leads us towards a more peaceful world. When women rise, societies rise with them. This award is a reminder of the work still ahead. I look forward to the continuing of my journey in partnership with Pathways to Peace to foster a culture of peace rooted in empathy, creativity, lifelong learning, women empowerment, and community building. I accept this honor with gratitude, not only for myself, but for all those who believe in peace and work tirelessly, often quietly, to make it possible. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Kamal. And thank you for reminding us that our work for peace needs to incorporate joy and the magic of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we have now completed our awards. So if we can, let's at least show our applause like this so everyone can see it, and then do deep bows to our awardees for their amazing work. If we could do a standing ovation, we would. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Emma, for putting up our Exceptional Women of Peace nominees. All of these women are exceptional. So we want to at least put their names in front of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, and so thank you to the nominees listed here. Congratulations to all the winners, and by extension to all women who are committed peace builders. I was active in the citizen diplomacy movement in the 1980s, and the motto for the citizen diplomacy movement was Margaret Mead's quote, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." So these thoughtful, committed women are changing the world. So we will launch our awards again next year on March 8th. We encourage you to send the information around to your friends and colleagues and consider applying yourself. As Thich Nhat Hanh says, the practice of peace is also the practice of joy. Back to you, Tez.
Yes, thank you, all of you, for being with us today. And a special thanks to Kim, who's not only the project lead, but has been a key financial donor to this program. Thank you very much to Laura and the GEI leaders. And if you feel called to donate, Emma will put that link in the chat. If you feel like it would be joyful, if you would feel that love in contributing, we would love for you to donate. Thank you. So our call to action today is a call to unity. The science now bears out what indigenous wisdom and our sacred texts have told us for thousands of years, which is we are one. And as one, what hurts me hurts you. What helps me helps you. So let us remember that we are creating peace through our thoughts, our words, and our actions. We are feeding that field of peace, either consciously or unconsciously. So let us set an intention right here and right now for peace to prevail on earth. And let us bring our love and our light to our world. We are needed. So remember, always, regardless of where you are, where you've been, where you're going, who you are a pathway to peace. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So we are going to let you leave. We're just a couple minutes over our commitment, and we're going to play the Power of Women video. In that, the Power of Women is a partner program with Pathways to Peace, and we thank them for this program. And please feel you can leave at any point. As Lila Watson says, if you come to help me, you're wasting your time. But if you come because your liberation is bound to mine, then come and let us work together. Thank you for being here, and feel free to leave with peace.
Tell myself I can't do anything. I'm turning history into her.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Let's see you. Open up, if you can, your videos so we can see you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tess. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Haley. Thank you, Emma. Thank you so much.
What a blessing you all are. Thank you all.
Look at these beautiful faces.
Bellas. Ciao, Bellas.
Yes. And maybe we could play just the music till we rise, Emma, if that's easy. If it's not easy, we won't. But of course, we love seeing your faces. We'd love to see you dancing. We'd love to see you basking in the joy of this incredible celebration. Yes. There we go. A beautiful song by our friend Gemma Boulos, who founded the Million Voice Choir. The song. And we rise, we rise.
Oh yes, we'll bathe in tears Mothers, brothers, sisters, rise. Fathers, daughters, sons, arise. Children of the world will rise.
Hi, I'm
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you all.
Blessings
Bye-bye.
of love to all of you.
Thank you.
Much love all around, right? Can you feel it? Can you see it? Yes.